The following video is brought to you by Bachelor Pad Economics by Aaron Clary, the Pharaoh Kane Kickstarter, and Rated R, an audiobook. The links will be in the description below.
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, with the end of the year upon us, I can definitely tell you I'm so glad I didn't take that car ride from Princess Diana.
That man chuckling in the background is the last standing Samoan Nick Utam.
Oh my god, they killed Kenny!
You bastard! And finally, Kendo Slice.
To be fair to Princess Diana, the night that she died, she was on the radio and the dashboard and the steering wheel.
Oh my god!
Wow. Wow, her kids are not going to like that when they grow up.
I'm half British. I'm allowed to say it.
Sure. We're all a little British.
It's not like a race.
God save the Queen? I don't know.
People are from there.
You're more British than Pierce Brosnan?
Maybe.
Maybe. No, he has James Bond.
He might be a dually. You never know.
Well, he's 007. We'll give him a pass. So, guys, we're back with episode 117 of World Class Bullshitters. We got all kinds of awesome pop culture content to talk about. We're going to do news. We got a really awesome main feature. But before we get into that, let me give a very special shout out to our listener of the week, Gordon Abernathy. Gordon, you are awesome on our Facebook page. We really appreciate all the in-depth content that you give to us to discuss. It's a lot of fun, and you keep the intellectual side of World Class Bullshitters rolling. So I do thank you for that, because sometimes we just don't want to look at a picture of Kathleen Kennedy. So thank you for that. Now, another thank you. I'd like to give a quick thank you to our newest patrons this week, Felipe Caravelli, Rod Rodriguez, and we talked about Logan Montero last week, and as always, we'd like to thank Jeremy Burgess. So, let's talk about the news, because next week it's irrelevant. So, guys, instead of me carrying it off to you, I had to talk about this one news story. It has blown my mind. So, Dion, you and I are huge fans of Beverly Hills Cop. The
Yes.
third one, not so much, but we're big fans of Eddie Murphy's career. The past couple of years have been kind of late. I wasn't really a big fan of Metro. Nutty Professor is good. We'll see where that goes. But I have some bad news. Eddie Murphy was busted with a transsexual prostitute.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Wait,
dude,
what?
I heard about that. Jesus, what the fuck, man?
Wait, hold on. No way.
Yeah,
No
dude.
way.
Here's the fucking story.
Damn
This isn't some bullshit. So, superstar Eddie Murphy was stopped by cops after picking up a transsexual prostitute on a notorious West Hollywood strip early yesterday. But his publicist, Paul Block, last night insisted Murphy was simply giving the weeping, weary-looking prostitute a ride home. Yeah, good call, Eddie. She asked him for a ride, and Eddie did so. Like he had helped people in the past, Block said. Nothing happened at all. Eddie said he will never do this again. The married father of three, best known for his off-color comedy routines on SNL and Beverly Hills Cop, was released without being charged with a crime. Murphy's passenger, a 20-year-old transsexual named Addison whatever, that's not even... Atisone is the first name, so Addison Siluli was arrested on the spot after cops found he had an outstanding prostitution warrant. Okay, so this article's inconsistent. They refer to him as a man and a woman in the same time, so... Okay.
He's a transy.
Pick a gender.
That's what I heard.
Anyway, Siluli pled guilty to violating probation last night and was sentenced to 90 days at Los Angeles County Men's Central Jail, according to Deputy Benton Nickel. Murphy was not
It'll be
charged with a crime.
popular there.
well, Murphy wasn't charged with a crime because no illegal activity occurred. So the title reads Murphy's Flaw.
Oh my god, that's a great title.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think of this? I mean, Eddie Murphy's kind of had it rough the last couple of years, but now this?
Yeah, he has not had a great last couple of years, man. But I mean, there was a thing with his freaking baby mama, and and then people were kind of jumping on him about old routines, and and then apparently the chick from Harlem Nights accused him of harassment after he fired her. It's a lot going on.
You mean Della Reese, the lady from everyone's favorite show, Touched by an Angel?
You know, I don't like that show. I just that chick is so annoying. I just really wish that show would end already.
Well,
Oh, God, me too, man.
my thing is that in the other religious show that what's the one where they're the fucking family.
Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, dude. Fuck Seventh Heaven. That dad is a fucking idiot. Like, who believes
Dude,
that?
he
I don't know about
looks
that.
like a pedophile.
Yeah, he's kind of creepy, man. He's kind of creepy, man.
Yeah, when he was in Star Trek all those years ago, nobody fucking liked him. And now they don't like him either.
He's just got that face.
Fine.
He's got that pedo. Nobody likes your face, man. That's all it is.
No, he looks creepy as fuck.
Yeah, all the kids on that show are kind of like, eh. I mean, maybe the son, what's his name, Barry Watson, maybe he'll do something. But the oldest daughter is not a very good actress. The little kids are stupid.
Oh, God, dude. No.
What's her name? Jessica Biel. Right? She's not gonna do anything. She's not gonna. Unless she marries somebody, she's not gonna be.
No, man. She has a really bad case of pan face. Like it's going nowhere for her.
Yeah, once this show's over, we'll never hear about her again.
Yeah, the show. Look, the WB's fine. There are shows that I can get into, like Buffy and stuff like that. But anytime Seventh Heaven comes on, I just change the channel. Like,
hey, that Steve Harvey show. I fucking love that show.
I miss the Wayans brothers.
yeah, well,
Everybody misses the Wayans brothers, right? Even the Wayans brothers.
yeah, well, it's a good show. What I don't miss though is like that. What was that one that was bullshit? The one with Robert Townsend. Parenthood. That show sucks.
Yeah. It's I hate the brother. What's his name? Donald Faison. He's super annoying. I mean, I love that movie 5 Heartbeats that he was in, but that TV show is just not. I'm not digging. I like Robert Townsend, but like we get it, dude. You know, kooky brother-in-law. Ha, we get it. You're fat black. It's hilarious.
Well, dude, over on UPN they got this show In the House with LL Cool J and Carlton from The Fresh Prince, and that's better. Like, if we're gonna stick with our black entertainment sitcoms, that one's way better. LL Cool J is a decent actor. I mean, he hasn't put out any good music in a couple of years since Melissa knocked him out. But
UPN's got a good track record, man. I got a feeling UPN's gonna be around for a really long time, man.
They're getting good shows, man. They're gonna be around for a while, man. Don't worry about it.
Then they got the Blockbuster Awards that came out earlier this year, man. That did real good, man. You know, freaking UPN's gonna be around for a while.
Dude, Malcolm and Eddie, that's a phenomenal show.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
I do find it a little weird that Malcolm Jamal Warner has like an Irish last name and owns an Irish pub, but whatever.
That is kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but Eddie Griffin's pretty fucking funny.
That dude, apparently he has a problem. He got a couple kids. Some tells me he's gonna have a bunch of damn kids in the future. I don't know, but that Eddie Griffin, that dude just looks squirrely and fucky.
Well, I mean, when you're on UPN, women are just throwing pussy at you. You gotta put it in your pocket for later.
That's true.
UPN's gonna take over the world, man.
Yeah, well, was it United Paramount Network? I know they do Star Trek. What if they did a Star Wars TV show on UPN?
That would be UPN, man. UPN's hot right now, man. I mean, like I said, they just know what's up. They know what to do to stick around, and I would watch a super awesome Star Trek or a Star Wars show on UPN for sure.
Well, just think of it like this. UPN might have, like, Sporting in the Future, Star Wars, all kinds of crazy shit. I think eventually, when Fox kind of goes by the wayside as the fourth network, we'll have UPN replace it. And I'm cool with that, man. I love their logo. I love the culture around their channel. They usually have better advertisements. They got that Incredible Hulk cartoon on in the mornings. I'm
yes.
hooked.
Oh, dude.
UPN, bomb diggity.
Yeah. Well, I think what I need to start doing is getting my VCR set up in the other room so I can have all the UPN shows recorded at night. Because there are other shows I do still watch over the UPN shows, kind of out of habit. I mean, I'm really into this King of the Hill show. It's not as, like, ballsy as Beavis and Butthead, but it's kind of relatable. So
yeah, man, I can't get it. I'm gonna keep it Beavis and Butthead though. I really do love that show.
Yeah, I think that's gonna have a few more years left in it. But this King of the Hill thing, it's kind of funny, but.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm into it. Like the dude that can barely speak, and then
what's his deal? Dude, he's like, man, old dang old man, get old there, dude. It's like, what the fuck is that? Why is that funny?
Yeah, it's a little goofy.
Yeah, I mean, I was on Yahoo looking up stuff about hillbillies, and I didn't really see whatever his name is. like represented equally. But it's a start. I'm looking forward to seeing if it can last a couple seasons. It's not as good as South Park, but then again, we don't have too much to compare it to. South Park and The Simpsons are about it for animated shows.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, I'm a little guilty too. I watch a lot of Third Rock from the Sun.
Man, I can't. The fucking what's his name? The kid's what's his name? Joseph Levi
Levitt.
or whatever.
Joseph Levitt. Yeah, Joseph Levitt. Yeah.
That dude is not gonna do anything. He's okay on the show, but
Dude, he's irritating as shit on that show, man. I fucking hate him.
What's with the fucking squinting dude? He's like walking around squinting all the time. He's like,
isn't his name France or something?
Yeah,
Frank
it's like what
Stewart.
the fuck?
Yeah, like that dude. That dude definitely. I mean, he might have another. Maybe if he gets another show, he'll do better. But he kind of annoys the shit out of me. It's like, I can't see.
It's nice to see John Lithgow have a comeback. I mean, he was in a bunch of stuff in the '80s. He was still bald back then. Like,
hey, he was so badass.
That man was born bald. I swear to God.
He's a national treasure. I
Listen,
think he's
him
going
and
to do a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, Ricochet is awesome, and I fucking love that movie.
Denzel Washington and STD. I'm a John Lithgow fan forever.
Just crazy shit.
well, I mean, I'm a little, must-see TV still going strong. I still don't do Seinfeld. I still don't do Mad About You. I looked at Just Shoot Me, and I didn't like it at all. So
what's his face? Little blonde hair white dude.
Oh, David Spade, Tommy Boy.
Yeah, that show is so fucking.
Oh, dude, I that's my guilty pleasure. I love that show, and I love what is the other one? The medical show.
ER?
ER, dude. I love ER.
Man, whatever.
I think it's just a
I'm
fad.
glad George Clooney. Now, see, in hindsight, he probably should have stayed on that show because Batman and Robin did not do well this year. I love that movie. I fucking love that movie. But maybe he should have stayed on ER. But damn, oh, George, he tried. I'll wait for the next Batman movie to come out. But you should have stayed on ER, buddy.
Yeah, I was over on Ain't It Cool News, and they were talking about they might bring back Jack Nicholson. So that'd be kind of cool.
Well, I mean, yeah. He did do Batman Robin, but he also did Peacemaker. Peacemaker's a pretty good fucking movie. Yeah,
that's a weird thing. I mean, I don't know. He was a great Wayne, but I mean, just him. And especially after Batman Forever, I was super excited. But I don't know, man. We'll see when the next Batman comes out. I mean, it's George Clooney. They're not gonna end Batman just because of a little. Like I said, it was a silly, but. Yeah, they'll bring it back.
Dude, they're going to cross it over with that Superman movie that's coming out with Nicolas Cage. That thing's going to be fucking...
What? Nicolas Cage
No
Superman?
way.
You're kidding me, man. Come on.
Dude, Kevin Smith's working on the script. I read it online. It's happening.
Face Off ain't going to happen in the
DC
universe.
Did you read on Ain't It Cool News? Is that where you read it on?
Yeah, Harry Knowles is kind of a weird guy.
Damn it. Ah, man, I hate that motherfucker.
He keeps talking about this new Star Wars movie that's coming out, too. I don't know, man. It's always been a trilogy. It's always going to be a trilogy. So just go with that TV show idea.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, keep with the TV show because you can kind of search the universe a little bit more that way. But don't leave it the way it is, man. It's perfect. Just don't mess with it.
We don't need to know what happens with Luke Skywalker and Han Solo and Princess Leia. It's better that they end at Return of the Jedi and we never get another Star Wars movie.
They're not going to do another one. They're not going to do another one.
They just keep releasing toys based on the old movies, and people are buying those. So let George Lucas just make his money that way and let him retire.
Those toys they look great.
I know the paint is so cool compared to the old vintage ones.
Yeah, God, dude, I can't. I fucking love those toys.
As soon as they put bendable knees and elbows on the figures, I'm sold. Like there will never be a better toy if you can get a Han Solo with bendable knees and like a holster to hold his gun.
They do that, Kenner's going to be around forever, dude. I'm telling you right now. I'm thinking, I know, Mattel's pretty awesome, but, dude, especially when they up the articulation, Kenner's going to be around for a long time, baby.
God, I hope so.
Well, I mean, you brought up Batman and Robin earlier. The Batman and Robin toys were pretty awesome, dude. Like, that Batmobile looked cool. Even though it didn't look good in the movie, you had all those Mr. Freeze variants, and you had Batman in his ice armor and his hockey armor and all this other stuff, and it was fun, man. I'm a Kenner fan. I don't really see anyone... Like, McFarlane toys are doing nicer-looking sculpts, but their toys are kind of garbage when it comes to, like, hey, put it in a car. Hey, let's build a playset. No, man. Kenner has the history. Kenner's going to be the future.
Yep, I believe it.
Yeah, man, they've been around too long, like not to keep with the times, man.
Nah, I mean Hasbro. I mean here, Kenner's still here in town, and Hasbro's like trying to get their grubby mitts on it, and I'm just like, no, Kenner just should separate. They have the lineage. They can really pull back. Like, who cares about G.I. Joe and Transformers? Like, there's talk of making Star Wars movies. No one's ever going to make a G.I. Joe or Transformers movie. Like, they had the cartoons in the 80s, and that's it.
I mean, yeah, there's too many characters, and where do you start? Where the hell do you start? You know?
I mean, Cobra Commander wouldn't work in real life.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, I love the Transformers cartoon, but yeah, it would be way too hard to make an actual movie. Like we're just not at that point yet.
No, man. But yeah, there's no way. I'm sorry.
And you know what? I'm okay with that. I mean, 80s cartoons really, they made Ninja Turtles movies back a couple years ago, and that third one sucked. They'll never do those again. I mean, they can't go back and make cartoon Ninja Turtle movies because we've seen live action ones, and then they got that stupid TV show.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true, but I mean, also like the Fifth Element looked really good, so I mean, they might be able to pull it off. So
yeah,
I mean,
the Fifth Element's like the pinnacle of special effects. We've never seen a movie look that good.
No, you're right, man. You're right. I fucking love that movie.
And the fact that they did it on a computer blows my mind. Like, remember how they used to have to like paint in shit or do it optically? Now they can do it on a computer, and I'm just like, wow.
It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So, yeah, I mean, maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, dude. It's an exciting time. Put it like this: the effects that they pulled off in the Fifth Element blow away what my Nintendo 64 can do. Like, when I was doing PC stuff with Doom a while back, it looked cool, and I'm really into this game GoldenEye. But like, imagine playing GoldenEye.
Oh my god, GoldenEye! Don't even start, man. Don't even start. I kick ass at Gold. Yeah,
well, I'm trying to do the cheat code thing. You have to beat the levels. If they ever release a way to like type in the cheat codes, it's gonna be crazy. But until then, I keep trying to play Facility in under like 3 minutes to get the invincibility cheat. But whatever. I spend between this show and GoldenEye, I don't have much of a life. Like I used to watch Friends, but it's kind of lame now. I don't care about Rachel and Ross anymore.
Well, listen, man, a new show started recently called Stargate that I really gotten into. It's on Showtime. I would definitely just suggest to check it out, man. It's awesome.
The movie was awesome. Fucking Kurt Russell, that dude cannot be stopped.
Dude, no, the movie was amazing, but the TV show it's a direct continuation of that, and like they had I watched the pod episode and everything. It's fucking awesome.
I mean, I know this is a guilty pleasure of mine, but I kind of like to stay up at night and watch Baywatch. I mean,
oh, you motherfucker.
dude, who's hotter than Pamela Anderson? If you say Yasmin Bleeth, I'll kind of agree. Or the chick from Home Improvement, but, whatever.
Well, Kate Winslet was fine as shit in Titanic this year.
No.
Man.
No. She was, she was naked. I mean, yeah, she was pretty hot, man.
Yeah, but that movie,
dude, I love redheads, man.
But dude, that movie,
I'm there with you. But
Dion, that movie's only been out for like 2 weeks and no one's seen it, so she could be hot, but
I just need to see it the one time so I can have that memory for later.
But there's a reason millions of people watch Baywatch. There's a reason why Baywatch is the most watched show ever, and Titanic is just going to go off as some artsy piece of shit that is not as good as that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie with James Cameron.
It's definitely not T2, and Cameron's not going to probably. I mean, like I said, this movie's not going to do well, but he at least got it right with casting. Especially that her and that DiCaprio kid. I mean.
Oh, that fucking dork from Growing Pains.
Yeah, and what's eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah, he's fucking.
Dude, I did not like that movie. I did not like the movie at all.
No, Dion, I'll make a $1 bet.
I did.
True Lies does more.
No. I did see him in Critters 3. He was in Critters 3 for a little bit.
Dude, you need to stop going to the video store and renting that bullshit. Like, they'll put anything on tape these days.
Yeah. Listen, I love that shit. It's my jam. Okay.
Well, whatever, man. I can't blame you for having differing tastes.
No, you can't.
Dude, I'll admit, when I go to the video store, I look at the action movie section. I see the 3 Indiana Jones movies, and I think to myself, dude, one day they're gonna make a 4th one. Harrison Ford still got it. Like, he's out playing the president and stuff.
Listen, fucking Air Force One was sick as shit. The next Indiana Jones movie is gonna be awesome.
Get off my plane! Come on!
Dude, I wish he was our real president. I don't think Harrison Ford would be embroiled in other scandals and bad trade agreements. Harrison Ford would be an honest everyman's president.
No, man, you're right. He would be the best president.
Hey, make America great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what though? It's been an interesting time. The news is always fun to talk about, but let's get into this week's segment. So, Kendo, what do you got for us this week on World Class Bullshitters?
Would you guys like a story?
We would like a story.
Okay. Now, fan fictions are becoming like a really big thing these days with like the internet and blogs and
Oh, his dial-up must be fucking up.
God damn it! The AOL again.
I told you to get on Netscape, but you didn't fucking listen to me.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm okay with not getting a phone call, but at least my shit's coming in.
Yeah, this is good audio if you're what we got nowadays. But I mean, one day when you can get a phone call and use the internet, I'm sure the show will be a lot better because we could call each other and then talk, and we'll find a way to do it. While Kendo though is having his issues.
Well, dude, no. I'm waiting for that future shit, that video call bullshit. That would be awesome.
Like on fucking Dick Tracy.
Yeah, man. Shit, come on, we're not far from that.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I have a watch with a calculator from the 80s that never took off, so whatever.
Well, I mean, I have one with a remote for my TV. I love it.
Yeah, but universal remotes are in everything. I have a football that's a universal remote.
Yeah, you got a point there.
I mean, I can control my VCR, my cable box, and my TV. Look, when I get my taxes back early next year, I'm getting a DVD player like that.
What?
Yeah, dude,
Don't say shit that can't happen. All right, come on, be realistic now.
I'm tired of renting tapes and rewinding them. I just want to buy a movie CD and put it in my player.
Dude, shit is not going to take off.
Listen, man. From what I hear with DVD, you still got to rewind it.
How?
I don't know. That's what I heard.
Yeah, man.
Some
VHS
dumb shit.
VHS.
All right, man.
Look it. I've seen the DVDs in the store. They have those cases. You don't have to worry about the stupid sleeves on your videotapes getting wrinkled.
Listen, man. I read it in Wired magazine. Okay, it said you got to rewind them. All right.
Don't believe everything you read.
All right, man. I'm just saying, like Wired magazine's a tech magazine. They know the fuck I'm talking about. So I'm just saying.
I know. I get a lot of my entertainment news from Entertainment Weekly, so. But yeah, apparently you can get it online on Yahoo, but I found it easier to just go buy a magazine.
Well, speaking of, yeah, that's true. That's a good point, man. Especially now that fucking Maxim's out, man. That shit's gonna be.
Dude, oh my god, I love Maxim. Holy shit.
That shit is
Dude,
awesome.
that's just Playboy that you can take to work.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I guess Kendo, somebody called at his house, so he's busy taking a call. I told him not to order those stupid, the cassette CD things you can get. They don't take COD.
Hold on. What do you mean, Columbia House? Fuck that shit.
I told him they don't take COD and that you don't get all these albums for a penny. Like, you have to pay.
Yeah, I got caught in that shit too, man.
Well, I mean, after his American Express card gets declined, he has no one to blame but himself.
That's true, man. That's true. They will fuck you with that.
Yeah, they will. I told him to get MasterCard. Those commercials are awesome.
Oh, man.
Well, while he's dealing with his bullshit, let's read this week's main segment, Star Wars Episode 7, A New Hope. So since the special editions came out this year, guys, we thought we'd do something topical and funny in the world-class bullshitters vein, and we talk about Star Wars. So this is a fan fiction from Tribal Tat. Disclaimer, this is a work of fan fiction. I do not know the people I am writing about in this fan fiction. I do not make any money from writing this story.
God damn.
I couldn't imagine making money from stuff on the internet.
Yes, I mean, the internet's cool, but how would they even work that shit out, man?
I don't get the idea. Like, do I get a check in the mail in a couple months, or what?
Yeah, that'd be nuts.
Yeah, and I mean, how secure is it? And I mean, do you have to wait? Yeah, it's all up in the air, man. Who knows, really?
Well, I used my card to buy this book from Amazon, the bookstore.
Yeah.
And it was cool. It came to my house in a couple of days, but Walden Books is a lot cooler, and they have a coffee machine in there, and I can talk to the people and see the stuff. Like, I can't imagine.
Sometimes there's a cute girl working there, so you know.
or the fat dude, but whatever. But at least there I can see what I'm gonna buy. Like I couldn't imagine buying something off of a computer screen and then not getting to look at it first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
I don't know why people think that's a good idea. Like how do you trust that it's actually going to show up?
Right.
I
Oh, yeah,
just,
you don't know who's on the other end of that thing. I mean, yeah, they'll and email you and stuff, but you don't know who's really on the other end of that.
they could be Libyans,
Yeah.
Take my credit card and shoot me in my in the mall parking lot.
Yeah, dude, you don't want that, man. You don't want that. Nope.
Oh, real quick before we start the fan fiction, dude, there was a fire in my Circuit City.
What?
What?
Yeah, dude, the whole front of the store's burned out. I don't think they're gonna rebuild, but yeah, Circuit City is fucking toast.
Jesus, man.
Man, that's
Love
crazy.
Circuit City. The one by me is fucking. I mean, all those. I mean, they got the that 52-inch. Jesus, I might have to get me one.
Oh man, dude, yeah, the one by me is the one by me. Just I think they're gonna get the DVD players in here soon, so I'm gonna check one out though. But I don't think like I might get like another VCR, but fuck those DVD players, man.
Those
Those
are expensive as shit. You can't even. I know. I'm not gonna fucking waste all that goddamn money on a DVD player.
no, man, it's like $800, man. What the fuck? Like fuck that shit.
Dude, imagine if you could have a DVD player and a VCR like put together.
That'd be nice.
All right.
Am
Calm yourself.
Am I there? Am I here? Can you?
Yeah,
hear
You
me?
are here. Your dial-up reconnected finally.
Dude,
Yeah, dude.
fucking gateway computer, dude. I put a 56K in this son of a bitch, and it's supposed to be better, and I'm not seeing it.
Well, obviously you got fucking Circuit City, so.
Dude,
Whatever.
you should get a Dell.
Oh, dude, those Dells look really nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to deal with my computer here. It's a little old. It's an IBM with AptivaWare, but it still gets the job done. I'm not, spazzing out in the middle of the podcast.
Do we want to get into this before my shit kicks out again?
You mean before your dad has to make a phone call and you get in trouble?
Whatever.
Don't lie to our audience. They know when they can smell bullshit. So I started doing an intro because we're doing this for the special editions. I picked up those videotapes, by the way, dude, Dion. They got a little like mini documentary at the front of each one.
Yeah, I got the same ones. I thought that was pretty legit. I love the covers on them. That's my favorite part so far. But
Now I took the leap and got widescreen, and I know my TV it looks like it has those black bars, but
I hate
apparently
widescreen.
that's normal.
No, man. Like, listen, I read in Wired magazine you can get a $150 box that you connect from the VCR in between the VCR and the TV, and it'll take those away entirely.
Okay, maybe
I'm
I
just
should
saying,
hold off
man,
on
I'm
this
just saying,
DVD player.
if you want me to send the information, just give me your address. I'll mail it to you.
Yeah, just you could fax it to me. I got a fax machine at my job.
Yeah, man. I'll fax to you then. Yeah, just give me the number to your job. I'll get it to you. Don't worry.
All right, cool. Because the email is kind of iffy. So
Yeah, I don't trust that, man. Like, you're sending all information over the air. Fuck that.
dude, email's the future. I hate having them.
No, it is not.
It
Don't
is.
lie. Don't
Tell
lie.
you right now, fucking, especially Yahoo's on top of it. It's my favorite one to use. So, dude,
No, man.
that whole mail shit's gonna be over. Faxing over. It's all email in the future, man.
But fax is a direct connection. You dial it, you make sure there's a connection, you press a button, boom, your stuff's there immediately. With email, you don't know where it goes.
and look there are more fax machines than there are computers. So unless you can like carry a computer in your pocket, there's no way you're going to be able to just send it.
Okay, now you're going a little too far. First with the VCR and DVD. Now the computer in your pocket. Okay, calm down. Quit drinking so goddamn much.
Dude, I heard they were discontinuing Zima, so I bought a whole bunch, and I'm kind of buzzed right now.
They're gonna
How
discontinue.
much semen did you have to drink, dude? What the fuck? Those commercials are horrible.
First of all, they're gonna discontinue a delicious beverage like that. Come on.
They got rid of Crystal Pepsi a couple years ago, dude. Anything's possible.
Yeah, but it's Crystal
They'll
Pepsi.
bring it back.
Yeah.
They don't bring anything back. The only time anybody brought anything back is when they changed Coke to Coke, New Coke, and they brought back the Classic. That's why it's comforting to see
Dog
Coca-Cola
shit.
Classic on all the cans. Because I think they're still trying to make up for that.
That shit
Yeah,
is-
whatever, man.
I fucking hate those commercials.
You cannot lie to me and say you don't love Panda Bear around Christmas time. It warms your cockles of your heart.
It does, but those are a lot better than those goddamn Zuma commercials. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but
when they keep saying a word that starts with Z that shouldn't start with Z.
Yeah, replace all the S's with Z's. Well, who the fuck came up with that? That's the
Oh
that's
my god!
shit. You're gonna sleep tonight? Oh, shut the fuck up.
you know what? You can bitch about those all you want. The commercials I can't stand are those stupid cereal commercials.
Hey, are you guys getting those things in the mail about what the fuck is it? Netflix?
No, I just keep getting those. I keep getting those floppy disks for AOL.
Dude, yeah. I've seen those at Walmart too. They got them there all the time. Like, what is it, 300? What is it, 3,600 hours for free and shit like that?
How could anyone use that much time on their computer? Like, we're only going to do this for a little bit, and then I'm gonna, put it together in Windows, and that's about it.
Yeah, man.
Shit, in a few years we'll be doing this from space.
Yeah, right.
See, they did get to Mars though, so I mean that's not an impossibility.
Yeah, well, the future's not written, but I'm telling you this right now: there are certain things that aren't going to happen, like you and your fucking email theories, Dion.
I'm telling you right now,
you're my best friend.
No. Fax is gonna take over, man. Fax is the shit. Like, once again, dial number directly there. You get it there. That's it, man. You use fax machines everywhere. Okay,
Yeah, right
dude.
now.
I can go to my Comp USA and they have fax machines there, and they fax for like $2.
Right
oh
now,
my god.
You'll be able to send emails for free, dude. Just send a fucking type in your message, type in the email. Like I said, Yahoo's got it on lock. They're gonna get even better.
Yeah, but how much money do you have to spend on a computer, dude? Like thousands of dollars.
Exactly. I can go fax something from Walmart for like 25 cents, man. It's easy.
Yeah, if they're there, and especially if the fucking lines are down, it's not gonna go anywhere. Email, it's
Walmart, man. The lines are gonna go down. Come on, they got that shit. They got that shit together.
Yeah, we'll see, man. A couple years, I'm telling you right now.
Well,
listen. If email takes over, I don't know. I'll eat my shoe. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have
I'm
those?
hold you to that.
Do you still have those Nike Air Max ones that you can pump up?
Oh yeah,
I
dude.
got a pair of those. Those are nice. Those are sweet as shit.
Oh dude, no. I got an old pair of those. Yeah, I'll eat my old pair just for you. Okay, just to make you happy.
I'll eat my Birkenstocks if that happens. Just saying. All right, Kendo. So, in honor of the Star Wars trilogy special edition, let's hear about Star Wars Episode 7, A New Hope, because there will never be another one.
There's never going to be an Episode 7. That story's over. But this is a fan story. Episode 7, A New Hope. Part 1, Friends. As the Millennium Falcon raced through hyperspace, Han Solo grunted out loud and poured himself a cup of space coffee. Spoffy. It's going to be a long night, Solo said with a tired rasp in his voice. Luckily for the exhausted hero, his good friend Luke was able to provide some relief. It's okay, buddy. I'll stay up to help you fly if need be. Thanks, kid. You know I appreciate it. Han had never said how much he appreciated Luke. It was understood between the two. Brotherly love had overcome them, and the two put their arms around each other as they flew. See any good movies lately, kid? The one with the penguins and they surf. That looks like shit. No, Luke gasped gaily. No, man, it was neat. Han's good friend, Dash Rendar, you might remember him from the classic N64 title, Shadows of the Empire, wanted the whole gang to have a reunion of sorts. After the recent defeat of the Empire, a nostalgic feel was in the air that one could not escape. A sense of belonging was felt throughout the entire rebellion. However, Han and his crewmates were somewhere in the Derpidon system, and they wanted to make it to the Coxmonger system in time for the party. Then an all-nighter was in order. It was nothing new for Solo, with his history of outracing the likes of Jabba the Hutt and nearly every bandit across the galaxy. He was surely used to nights like this. In previous years, he would have been able to thrive during an all-nighter. But the recent defeat of the Empire and the years of traveling had left his tired bones worn and stale. He needed assistance, and whenever a rocky moment presented itself, there was Luke. Kid. Hours passed, and evening soon turned into night that was growing later and later. Han put on some Def Leppard to boost the energy level and the overall morale in the cockpit. Now we're rocking, Han joyfully proclaimed. This is old man music. What are you, an old man? What the hell's the matter? Firing back at the pilot. Come on, Han. Don't you have some System of a Down or Static X? Something a little hoppity and going in this ship? Oh, Christ. Figure someone your age wouldn't like this. Luke was quick to respond, I'm a grown-ass man, dog. The two playfully argued. Luke would go to the fridge and offer Han some Capri Suns while they were still on a sugar high. They'd race each other and their swirly chairs. They'd smile and laugh together. Time passed, though, as it always does somehow when you wish to hold on to moments as they pass. All right, Han. About time I call it a night. I can't stay up much later. I'm sorry. I know I promised to help fly and everything. Luke sounded nervous. It's fine, kid. As long as I got this space coffee, Spoffy, by my side and my Def Leppard cassette tapes, I'm all set. Swell! If you need anything, just holler. I'll be back. I'll be in the back bedroom. Luke walked through the hallway of the Millennium Falcon, admiring the wonderful artwork along the walls. It had always needed a woman's touch. The fair Princess Leia took it upon herself to make the drafty mechanical ship into a rousing spectacle of beauty and art. Luke walked past the pictures of doggies running and children rolling aimlessly through the grass, admiring everything on his way to the bedroom. Luke tugged away at his sheets, trying desperately to fit them on his bed. Would it kill Han to spare me a decent set of sheets? I only defeated the evil Emperor for silly sake. Luke thought as he stretched his arms across the ends of the bed. He stretched and stretched and stretched, but all the force he was using, a nice little toot snuck out of his rear end. Oh my, Luke said loudly. Looks like the galaxy spaghetti Galaggity had really did a number on me. Better make a quickie run to the old shit bucket before sleeping time. Why he said all this out loud is a matter of discussion. Not only that, but nearly every word spoken was not in his character at all. But people change. Luke finished setting his bed up, and now the poo was raging inside of him. Yikes, here we go, Luke exclaimed and went racing to the bathroom. He sat his plump white buttock down and delved into a People magazine. Finally, he sighed with relief. 5 minutes passed and still no sign of release. Christ, when is this turd going to pass? He made every effort in his little boy body to expel this demon poo from his innards. He gripped the People magazine with all his might, nearly tearing the pages of the paparazzi section. Without warning, the bathroom door suddenly burst open. Yikes! Well, hello, Luke. A seductive voice whispered from the doorway. A shadowy figure stood leaning against the doorframe. Her deep, sensual voice grabbed Luke immediately. His mind began racing, and a nervous sweat began pouring from his face. Leia? Is that you? What are you still doing up? She appeared in nothing but a towel, seemingly ready to take a steamy shower. However, she couldn't with her brother nearby, and any sensible woman would never allow her brother to see her in the nude, right? Right? Shit. Oh, I felt dirty from flying with Han all day. You ever feel dirty, Luke? Yes, no, I have not. With that statement, Luke shrieked. He became so immensely worked up, he cleaned his colon clear of any remaining feces that were in it. His voice also cracked more noticeably than when he was 13, but in comparison to the loud flatulence he released, who cares? Leia heard though, and giggled her adorable little girl laugh. It sent tingles all up Luke's spine. Oh, you've always been the shy one in the family, Luke. Luke was not shy at all. He defeated the Emperor and blew up the Death Star for Christ's sake, and now he suddenly found himself speechless. Was he going to see his sister naked? Little did he know. That was merely a sprinkle on the old banana split that was to come. The shy and excitable one. What the... And before Luke could send a full 3 words out of his mouth, Leia's towel dropped to the floor, setting her breast free in the mist of the shower.
Doesn't it smell like poo in there?
Luke noticed everything instantly. Her sensual curves, her delightfully perky breast, and the giant brown birthmark on her ass, which made him awkward. Still, the sight of a near-perfect body caused Luke's penis to become very hard. It stood erect and proud, pointing straight toward the mighty heavens. Oh my, Luke, you're more impressive than I thought. Yeah, thanks, Leia. You're cute too. This is so wrong. It raced through his head at lightning speed, but the beautiful, wet, soapy body that stood before him spoke otherwise. Her shapely boobs were everything Luke could want and something to wank to. Yet, did family relationship matter? Nah, she lathered up good and fine, and the soap dripped off her body at a seductively slow pace. Luke could not contain the powerful urge of excitement that raced through his veins. The situation and the alluring look of Nudie's sister became too much for him to fathom, and his erect penis launched a mighty wad of semen directly onto Luke's shaven chin. There sat Luke ankles on a toilet full of poop with semen dripping from the bottom of his chin, eyes bulging from his face. Leah giggled as Luke's dignity shriveled and died, but Luke had always enjoyed the delightful snicker, even after he found out she was his own flesh and blood. Well, what do you know? Luke said, desperately trying to sound suave. I don't know, babe. You tell me. Well, let's get you out of my dreams and into my bed, Luke stuttered, desperately trying to be slick, yet he knew it was hopeless to be suave on the shitter. Leah hopped gleefully out of the shower, and the soap continued pouring from her shapely body. Luke stood up from the toilet, his man meat proudly waving about his pants, and his pants still down around his ankles. He hurried to chase her body down. He fell to the floor, or fell in the doorway, tripping over his pants. He pulled his face up from the floor and gazed at Leah. Spread eagle on the hover bed. He tried to look away. Hell, to pull himself up off the ground and get his shiny white ass back in his pants. There his sister was, on the bed, proudly presenting herself. The night reeked of possibilities, and Luke knew, and Luke could see that it was going to be a pork fest of the monumental proportions.
Jesus. Does he still smell like poo?
Part 2. And then I'm going to screw you completely. In the front of the Falcon, Han Solo sat perched behind the steering buttons of the ship. Both Luke and Leia had gone to bed. Chewie and 3PO were scattered about somewhere. They always got up to some silly shenanigans on long trips. Lol. And the course they were set on showed no signs of any interference ahead. Smooth sailing all the way to the celebration. Han just imagined how great it was going to be seeing the gang again. Lando, the black dude, Wedge, unless he died in the indoor battle, and that catfish guy. He tapped his feet and sang quietly to himself. He loved Def Leppard. He felt the warm sensation around his hand from the space coffee, Spoffy, and thought that a single life may not be able to become more content than he is now. Han had reached nirvana, space nirvana, spurvana. He was completely comfortable, all right, except for one minor detail. He felt a large amount of pressure on his outer thigh from his pocket. He switched to autopilot. Chewie's off playing board games with 3PO anyway, and pulled a square-shaped box from his pants. Should I? What would I say? What if she doesn't like it? God, jeez. His reflection stared back at him there, and the shiny gold ring and its big diamond. He thought about how beautiful it would look wrapped around her finger while she stood in the flowing white gown with a bouquet of roses in her arms. They would take each other's hands in matrimony with vows that each had written as their feet would dig into the sand of a beautiful beach. Han began to breathe heavily and reflect. God, he loved her. Meanwhile, in the back bedroom, Leah rode Luke's man meat like a pogo stick. Fuck me, brother. Deeper, brother. Deeper, goddammit. Oh, God, I'm going to hell, Luke screamed. Luke still had his shirt on, and Leah was dripping soapy water all over the bed. Her perky breast jumped around her chest like happy children on a moon bounce. Up, down, and all over. Luke liked it. They were big, beautiful boobies that ached to be sucked on. He especially liked that from this angle he could not see the awkward birthmark on her ass cheek. Good thing Luke wanted a hard, strong wiener for his sister. Oh, Luke, she breathed heavily, deep and cavernous. Is what we're doing wrong? Oh, God, yes, he yelled back at his naked sister. Good. Yes, 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 brother. In the midst of their screams and bounces on each other's naked bodies, a raspy howl came from the closet. Rrr, rrr. Luke and Leah froze, with him still inside of her delicate shaved vagina. Fuck me, Freddy, cried Luke. Someone's in the closet. There sure is, Leah said. Now get back to fucking me, twin brother. Wait, what? Shut up, Leah screamed and began to gyrate on Luke's massive, now incestuous dong. No, Leah, get off. I'm trying to, but you keep talking. She put her hands on his mouth right in.
Oh, my God.
No, Leah, we have to see this. If word gets out that I boinked my sister, I'll be maimed. Maimed, sweet sister. Luke reached under the mattress and pulled out his lightsaber. He approached the closet in the nude and heard the heavy groaning from inside. Chewie! Chewbacca sat in the dark closet, ashamed that his hard animal erection was in his hand, covered in hair. Oh my God, you were spying on us? And you're masturbating? Luke said, putting his hands on his waist. He was livid enough to forget that his man-meat stood straight out, waving in front of Chewie's face. The Wookiee wasted no time. He leapt off the floor of the clothes with his own massive erection and began sucking Luke's dick.
Oh my God, dude.
Hard, fierce, and long sucks.
Oh my God.
Luke's wiener filled him with Wookiee delight. Oh God, no, this is worse. No, now you let me play too, you bad boys. Leia had jumped off the bed and come over, wearing a strap-on she had hidden in her drawer.
What the fuck
Leia,
is happening?
Shut up, Loudy. Leia, I don't know about... Shut up. She picked up Chewie's bent-over ass and started ramming him in the butthole. Chewie was surprised, but was not about to let Luke's large love stick out of his mouth. In fact, he started to like Leia in his rectum very much. He took his left paw and jerked himself off and rubbing his nipple with his other hand. Soft and as rough as his Wookiee strength would allow.
This is so gross.
Yes. Now you do me, twin brother and hairy ape, Leia said. Talk. She got down on all fours and took Chewie's penis in her mouth, stroking it, spitting on it, even biting.
Oh my God.
Chewie didn't mind, though. Him and Leia both seemed to like it raw and hard. They should have started doing this months ago. Luke was doing her in the behind, crying because there was poop in there. And also happy because its tightening sensation felt wonderful on his meat. Han, though, sat in the front of the ship, rocking back and forth, singing Death Leopard to himself. When the Galaxy Galasta started to get to him too, a large rumble in his tummy came over him. Oh, God, the kid was right, Han said, laughing to himself. That Galaxy Pasta sure flies through you. He got out of his and walked to the back room, holding his stomach the entire way. Oh, God, this one's going to be huge. He limped his way back to the back room, stomach full of feces, ready to burst out of his hairy manhole. Meanwhile, separated merely by a door, his bride-to-be was getting rammed in the ass by her twin brother and sucking the monstrous hairy dick of Chewbacca. He heard footsteps. Oh, shit, someone's coming, she said with a mouthful of Wookiee wiener. Han heard Chewie's loud cries from outside the door. Hey, Chewie, is that you in there? Where have you been, buddy? He said, turning the doorknob while he spoke. The door opened and roughly 10 solid beats passed through time while Han stared in heartbroken shock as his girlfriend getting double-teamed by an ape and her twin brother. He crapped his pants immediately. He felt the warm drips of diarrhea slide down his leg. It was almost explosive when it released. Leia? Han spoke, shocked with tears starting to form in his eyes. It's not what it looks like, Han. She was interrupted by Chewie's ejaculate streaming onto her face. Chewie, my God, Han cried. Get off her. Chewie smiled a devilish smile at Han, reached under his fur and pulled out a cigarette. Leia was still trying to explain it all to Han. Her out-of-control libido, her foolishness, but her face was still filled with cum. She couldn't muster a single thought out, and Luke was still pounding her in the ass. God, kid, get the fuck off her. Oh, shit, Han's here, Luke said, completely unaware of anything going on in the room outside of Leia's tight butthole. He pulled his wiener out quick, his hard erection stuck straight out, covered in poop, and staring Han right in the face. Well, here's the thing, Han, Luke said, trying to make himself sound dignified even with an erection covered in poop. There is no thing, kid. What the fuck is going on? Look, Han, it's got nothing to do with you, I swear, Leia said, wiping the cum off her pretty face. It's got everything to do with me. Han turned silently and slowly walking back to the cockpit, leaving a trail of runny poop behind him. He went back to the pilot seat of the Millennium Falcon. The backside of his pants made a squishy noise as he sat down.
Oh my God, what is fucking happening?
The poop had mushed around in his jean shorts, so he's wearing jorts. He reached into his pocket again and pulled out the engagement ring. He was only hours away from giving it to Leia. Tears in his eyes became heavy and started streaming down his face. He was sure it was meant to be, but how could he look at her the same way when he knew that precious face had come to love, or he had come to love, had been jizzed on by his Wookiee co-pilot? And then the question rose, how could he live with himself? He couldn't, he decided. He absolutely couldn't. No amount of space therapy, could help him regain his mental stability. Even the renowned doctors of Gelganon sector could not help him. He cried out, the engagement ring before him, and the smell of feces that filled his pants. Oh, God, I even shit myself. Han pulled his blaster from his leg holder. He put the cold barrel in his mouth and cried harder than before. Fuck you, world! Han screamed with a mouthful of laser blaster and pulled the trigger. His brains flew out of his head and splattered all over the wall directly behind him. Blood, mucus were all over the cockpit, and ooey gooey green stuff clogged electronics on the dashboard. C-3PO had heard the blast from the corridors he shared with R2-D2. He was in the midst of organizing his stamp collection when it rang out through the ship. Oh my, R2, I think something is terribly wrong in the cockpit. Bleepity, bleepity, bleep, bleep, snork. Oh, hush up, will you? It was probably an accident after all. Well, I best have a look. 3PO moved his stiff body through the ship into the cockpit. He first saw the dashboard necessary for flying the ship, covered in blood, brains, and goo. Oh, God, the flying instruments! He looked further to the left and saw Captain Solo's body lying back in his rolly chair, a giant smoking crater occupying his face. There next to him was his brain, smoking and bleeding. My dear deceased Yoda, what has happened here? R2, come quick. R2 had shut down for the night. He was tired from his long journey and tired of fighting against the Empire. But most of all, he was tired of hearing 3PO holler all day. He guessed he was gay. R2! C-3PO yelled and his head exploded. His circuits had overloaded with panic and despair. Smoke filled the cockpit. A still naked Luke and Leia smelled it from the fuck room. What is that? I don't know. Help me get this cookie cum off my face. Sure thing, sis. Hey, can we do that again later, Luke asked, referencing the pork fest that had happened only minutes ago. We'll see. Come on, let's go. All right, intermission while I take a drink.
Oh, Jesus.
Just why? Fucking why?
And before any of you fucking turd burglars start screaming at me about it, calling her Leah, that's how it's spelled.
It is spelled that
Yeah,
way.
that's the problem. That's the fucking problem.
Dude, that's what they're gonna write about the whole time. Let's be honest. They didn't say her name right.
Oh, I know as soon as it starts, there's going to be like 6 comments from fucking nerds. They're going to be like, her name is Leia, you asshole. You say you're a fan of Star Wars, but you don't get it right. I'm sorry. I get it right. This guy didn't. Anyway,
quit adjusting your glasses and get out of your parents' fucking basement and get a job.
Right, part 3. More sex! Flying in his own ship, Dash Render, yes, he's back, received a message from the Millennium Falcon. It was C-3PO, sent out only seconds before he had died. It read, snork, snork, distress in the Golgamex galaxy. Falcon down. Dash Rendar, Han's old buddy and thrower of the much-looked-forward-to reunion party the Falcon was heading to, came bursting through the door and into the smoke-filled cockpit, his big, tough hands on his hips. I heard there was a cry for help in here. A naked Luke, still erect, looked over at him. Jumping jellyfish. Dash? Yes. Lebo and I received a distress signal from this quadrant. Dash looked over at his friend's dead corpse. My God, what happened here? Han caught Luke and Chewie double teaming me. Luke was pounding my ass something hard and fierce when Han came in. I tried to explain it had nothing to do with him, but Chewie shot hot white Wookiee semen all over my face. I wanted to explain it to Han, but I couldn't concentrate. The cum just felt so good dripping from my face. Also, I loved the great sensation of my brother ramming me in the ass. I just felt such enormous pleasure that any attempt I made to explain it to Han went bad. And then I think he saw Luke's huge erection covered in my poop and he lost it. I was still looking at Chewie smoking a cigarette with a huge boner when I heard this loud noise. I guess he shot himself in the face. His brain flew out. It's right over there. Then I think 3PO's head exploded after he saw the smoking crater in Han's face. He couldn't handle it. He's always been a little bit of a fairy. Luke and I wanted to keep boning, but we ran out here to see what happened, and then you came in. Dash's mouth hung wide open. Oh, yeah. Han crapped himself too, said Leia. It's pretty stinky, Luke said, laughing. They were both still naked, Luke's proud masculine wiener waving about in the cockpit. It caught Dash's attention, and he was overwhelmed and confused. Much like C-3PO, but instead of his head exploding, he vomited all over the flying instruments and into Han's gaping crater face. Dash was struggling to catch his breath as he knelt on the ground while naked Luke continued to giggle at the smell of the sight of poop. Naked Leia was leaning against the wall of the ship. The smoke had cleared, and she was trying to think of what to do with Han's dead body and the gooey mess he'd left behind. Her eye caught a glimpse of the shiny, glimmering light in the corner next to Han's pilot chair. It was her soon-to-be engagement ring, lying in a pool of Han's explosive diarrhea. She bent down and she put it on. The brown drips fell off of it, and the tears welled in her eyes. It looked beautiful, wrapped around her finger underneath the fluorescent light of the Falcon's cockpit. My one and only love. He was going to propose. I let him down. I fucked my brother in front of him. This filled Leia's head. She broke down immediately, and Luke snickered about all of it. He had been stuck with this erection for quite some time, though, and his balls started to ache very much. Leia, Luke had said in a whiny voice, my balls hurt. Leia was on the ground, knelt over and naked, looking at her engagement ring wrapped around her finger. Luke suddenly felt awkward, asking for a BJ now. Oh, well, he exclaimed out loud. I guess I'll just pleasure myself then. His balls ached, and the stroking of his Jedi salami felt great.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it, Lukey boy, he said out loud to himself while Leia still cried on the ground. Dash had now recovered, saw Luke jacking off in the corner, though still staying up. He was breathtaking, mesmerized by Luke's throbbing erection.
Oh, my God, don't do it.
Can I help you with that? Dash asked. Luke stopped mid-motion, a long pause. Huh? I said, may I help you with that, young Jedi? Well, I'm almost done, but okay. Luke stuck his wiener in Dash's face. He giggled. Dash started sucking Luke's long, hard cock up and down the shaft with fierce intensity. Oh, yeah. Now tickle my balls. Be careful, they're sensitive. As you wish, my Jedi master, Dash said with Luke's eat in his mouth. The two moaned incredibly loud. Luke almost came all over, but used the Force to keep the sperm cells at bay in his ballsack. Leia was still knelt over, crying on the ground when she heard the high-pitched moan coming from a few feet away. She had been too wrapped up in her misery to notice the sexual antics occurring, but now she had a full view of it. Instantly, her libido rose up, and she felt needlessly attracted to both of those men. She felt wet down there and rushed over to Dash, who was still on the ground, giving Luke one of the best BJs of his life. She pulled his pants down. He didn't fight it either, especially when she started to eat his ass out. He'd never done that, but he loved it. The sensation flew throughout his veins, and once again, Luke and Leia found themselves having a threesome with someone Han had cared about deeply. Leia looked down at her hand, saw the engagement ring staring back at her. She quickly turned it over so the diamond was no longer facing her.
Oh, that bitch.
She wouldn't have to be reminded that she was eating out Dash's asshole with her dead boyfriend's engagement ring on. Oh, yeah. Deeper, Leia, Dash cried. I'm so happy we're doing this again, Luke yelled. Chewie would have loved to join in as well. However, he had fallen asleep after finishing the cigarette and lay passed out on the bedroom floor. Yes, Dash. Me lick butthole big. Dash sucked up and down on Luke's long shaft. A strong, powerful sexual ecstasy was drifting throughout the air once again. All with Han's dead body covered in poop nearby. Luke looked down at Dash on his knees and pulled his cock out just as he was near climaxing, but he splooged all over Dash's scruffy face. Oh, gee, sorry, Dash. I was just so overwhelmed I lost control. Sorry. Dash was wiping the ejaculate out of his eyes while Leia still penetrated his butthole with her tongue. Through the ocean of goo on his face, he looked up and said, you think I'm done with you yet, little man? What? As if instantly, Dash grabbed Luke's cock and put it back in his mouth, sucking and licking as hard and as fast as his 35-year-old body could handle. Luke was hard once again, with his raging penis scraping the top of Dash's mouth. The sexual frenzy continued for another half an hour, with Dash fucking Luke dry while Leia fiercely eating her way through Dash's butt crack. Gee, Dash, I'm surprised you're this excited to see us. I mean, our incest did drive your best friend to suicide. Dash took Luke's hard, blistering cock out of his mouth. Well, I'm glad you said something about that before I had to, kid. Wait, huh? Suddenly, Catfish Guy leaped through from the linen closet into the cockpit he was hiding for some reason. It's a trap! He yelled. Dash took Luke's hand and bit as hard as he could. Ah! Leah looked up from Dash's asshole to see what was happening, to see her brother was screaming a horrible screeching scream. She peered around Dash's large white butt and saw Luke holding his balls with blood flowing from where his penis once was. Oh my God, Luke! Dash turned his head back and, sneering at her, smiled devilishly. Oh, don't think you got out of it, baby girl. Dash put intense pressure on himself and forced a mountain of poop to fly out of his asshole all over Leah. She immediately broke into tears. Luke was screaming and bleeding. Leah was crying and covered in poop, both naked. Dash pulled his pants up and took his space blaster, Splaster, out, pointed directly at Luke and Leah. Time to die, honkies! Dash, how could you, Luke cried. You killed my BFF. Yeah, but why don't you suck? Why'd you suck my dick? Luke said amidst Leah's cries of shame. Maybe I just wanted to find out what little boy wiener tastes like. You monster! And hey, Dash said, what kind of guy is going to turn down an asshole eating? Dash fired a sharp and hot laser at Luke and Leah. Their heads exploded in a horrific collaboration of blood and brains. Dash stood back, staring for a moment at the pool of feces surrounding Han and the canyon in his face. The blood from Luke's missing penis and his own poop all over Leah's naked body and a pile of her brains. To his right, near the co-pilot chair, lay the smoky remains of C-3PO. Dash took out his crucifix and knelt down. Bless you, C-3PO. You were a good soul. Dash put on his space gear, spear, and floated back to his ship, where Levo, his robotic sidekick, sat in the cockpit, stroking his mechanical wiener. Levo! Oh, sorry, sir. It was just getting so steamy in there when I was watching you three go at it. All right, well, depart from here, and I'll give you a rim job. Oh, sir, you are the greatest. And the two floated off together, bidding farewell to a now deceased crew of the Millennium Falcon.
Is that it?
Now, home stretch, baby. Part 4.
Oh my God. Someone give me a face blaster so I can.
No one's stopping you. Part 4. Evil.
This shitty story is what's stopping me. God damn it.
Damn it, Dion! Give yourself your own face blaster, right? God damn it.
Yeah. Phil didn't complain this much during My Immortal. I'm just saying. Part 4. Evil slips through. R2-D2 awoke from his long nap, yawning at first in his adorable robot tone, and then looked around the room for his quasi-homosexual counterpart. C-3PO is nowhere to be found. Bleepity bleep bleep blorp, he said to himself. He stretched out and yawned. However, it is that small robots do that and wheeled across the floor. He squeaked and rattled as he did. His body was tired and loose, in need of a good, clean oil change. But despite his loud squeaks, he entered the cockpit and remained totally silent. Bleepity bloop bloop, he yelled, while he stared at Luke's castrated and bloody groin. Leah's brains on the flying instruments, Han's missing face, and what seemed like an ocean of poop surrounding them all. He immediately deactivated his smell sequence. It was too horrific. And why were they naked? He simply wanted to brush his buttons, and he was surprised to find all his human friends died, naked and covered in feces. But perhaps the most shocking sight was only a few feet away. C-3PO lay against the wall, charred, smoking, and missing a head, as Luke and Leah's bodies were also. He knew he had seen this horrible sight also and could not withstand it. He just knew his friends too well. R2 stood there silent for a long moment, thinking and contemplating. A door suddenly opened on what would be his robot chest cavity, and a small Mexican midget emerged. Finally, he sighed with relief. Chewie had also awoken from his post-intercourse nap, and with a lit cigarette in his mouth, he came into the cockpit, staring at the grim sight. The midget jumped and was anxious when Chewie entered. The tall ape only stood there in a daze, though. What had happened while I was sleeping, he wondered in Wookiee talk. It was then that he noticed the Mexican midget standing next to an opened R2-D2. Grah! Aye, Chewbacca, I know this is a surprise, essay, but I thought they was all dead, Holmes. Chewie shrugged. Grah? It looks like they did, eh? He shrugged again. You know how to fly this thing, man? Chewie had no idea. Smoking all that funny weed as an undergrad had jocked his memory. He shook his head. Oh shit, we all going to die, essay. Chewie grabbed his space spoots, from the closet nearby and held them up for approval from the Mexican midget. Oh, right on. Oh, by the way, Holmes, my real name is Diego. Blah. said Chewie. The two friends knew the ship was bound to crash as Chewie was too much of a stoner and the midget was too short and too Mexican to drive. They strapped their spacesuits boots on, opened the cockpit door, and leapt into the abyss. Diego and Chewie both looked back at the falling Millennium Falcon about to meet a majestic demise in hyperspace. Then they looked at one another and each gave a high five. Hey, Holmes, you know any good titty bars around here? Diego said through his spacesuit boot. Gua, said Chewie, nodding confidently. All right. Back on the ship, the corpses of Diego and Chewbacca's friends were beginning to bounce around as the Falcon reached the gravitational pull of Tatooine. The planet simply would not let go. It spun quick and fast through the atmosphere of Luke's home planet and crashed in a horrific blaze of fire into the palace of Jabba the Hutt. The most feared and vile gangster in the known Golgamex galaxy had returned. There he sat high on his throne, satisfying his big monster hunger with frogs in his bowl, watching a dance performance from his favorite hoochie. Jabba took a frog and wet his long creature wiener with it. The cooling sensation felt good on his hard dick as he watched his new biddy spread her legs and gyrate on the ground. Yabu da, boo, silly ooby girl. Jabba had now closed his eyes and was pleasuring himself, stroking his long, crooked cock as fast as his stubby arms would allow. His band of reckless bounty hunters wanted to ignore Jabba's masturbating by leaving the room. Jabba, though, he commanded his men to stay and pleasure themselves to this beautiful sight, too. All at once, a massive circle jerk was occurring around the dancer, and seeing the look of horror on her face and the tears in her eyes only made Jabba's dick more erect. Suddenly, his pleasure was interrupted. His small, rat-like assistant, who until now was presumed only to be able to laugh, whispered in his ear, Sir, we have a crash in the tower. The Millennium Falcon is sticking directly out of the side of the palace. Solo, Jabba yelled. His sworn enemy had returned, seemingly by accident, and he was quick to order his crew to put their cocks away and investigate the crash, commanding them, in Jabba language, to bring Solo's body back, no matter the physical condition it may be in. Boba Fett and Jango Fett went with blasters in hand and hard cocks and pants to see the wreckage firsthand. Sure enough, the Millennium Falcon had crashed into the side of Jabba's palace. At first, they thought the great gangster would be disappointed. The entire crew on board seemed to have burned up in the wreckage flames. Luke, Leia, and C-3PO lay inside, charred and blackened. They were unidentifiable, though, as their bodies were also decapitated. With no hope of finding Solo's body for Jabba to prize, the two prepared to move back to the main jerk-off room again, except one last look revealed a foot hiding behind the boxes in the storage facility. Han Solo's body had flown out of the Falcon's windshield, crashing safely and neatly into a pile of stored pillows. Nothing had been burned at all. Baba and Jango stared at Han's body, face missing and poop all over his legs, wondering what in the fuck could have happened. This was much too perplexing. But nevertheless, they brought Solo's smelly dead body to Jabba, who met this with great excitement. Blappity, bloopity, nickety, wickety man, Solo me furky derp, he said and smashed the button, opening the floor, allowing the dancing biddy to fall into the Rancors later. She was bitten in half almost immediately. Solo was much more of a prized possession now than a naked blue chick. His body was thrown into the center of the room, and once again Jabba demanded his army of bounty hunters take their respective cocks out and start stroking. One after another, the men would ejaculate onto Solo's faceless body, mixing with the poop on his leg. Jabba, though, having a blissful time, both jerking off, laughing, and talking of memories past with his friends as they did both. Jabba made sure to carry Han's body to his private quarters, where that evening he laid the corpse flat on the floor. Blop it went. Jabba made sure the door was locked tightly, for he wanted no one to see him mount Han's dead body. He prepared his monstrous dick for insertion into Captain Solo's butthole, climbed atop the body, and shattered all of its bones. The slobbering beast fucked Han's asshole until he wore himself out and fell asleep on top of the body. This continued nightly for 3 years. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And that, folks, was A New Hope, Episode 7. In the comment section, please tell us, what would be better, that or The Force Awakens?
What?
My vote's for that.
That was real.
Yeah. We just all went through that. I feel like we bonded better.
I wonder how many people are going to bitch in the comment section.
A lot.
There's going to be so many downvotes. People are going to be like, what the fuck? It's going to be hilarious.
For the record, we didn't write this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did not write this. We merely read it. Actually, Ken read it, so blame him.
If you'd like his personal address, it'll be posted over on our Patreon page.
People have been wanting us to do more fan fiction, more terrible fan fiction.
It's pretty fucking bad. Pretty fucking bad.
I've never have I ever heard a shittier fan fiction than Star Wars Episode 7, A New Hope.
Would you rather read that again or My Immortal?
That, because it was short.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what to do now.
Well, let's do what we always do and read some fan mail.
All right.
So this comes from our good
If we
friend
still
Brian
have
Lape.
any fans.
Ugh. This comes from our good friend Brian Lape. So he said, I left this on episode 73, but it was never picked up. Well, Brian, episode 73 was so long ago, we all forgot about it. Kendo, while I'm reading this, figure out when episode 73 went live.
Okay.
All right, so he has some questions / debate topics for us. What is your favorite cereal and why?
King Vitamin, because it tastes really good, but I can't ever find it anymore, and I haven't had it for about 18 years.
Honeycomb. Love that shit.
It's good stuff.
I cannot have a box near me or else I'll finish the whole thing.
I'm buying some in New Orleans.
God damn it.
Dion?
Apple Jacks, because it's apple cinnamony and it's not that fucking fan fiction.
I'll go with what's a cereal that's my favorite? If you give me like a box of, it used to be Cinnamon Life. I used to love Cinnamon Life. I like regular Life too.
Episode 73 was the Star Wars 40th anniversary episode, and it was published on May 26, 2017.
Okay. Sorry, Brian Life, you've been waiting a while. Not a whole year yet, but you've been waiting a while. I'll just go with Life cereal. I'll be lazy. All right. Which celebrity would you like to most impregnate?
Christina Hendricks.
Eva Mendes.
I'm trying to think of somebody that's got a lot of money. Pass. I'll come back to me.
Alexandra Daddario. Well, you know what? I always give her as my answer. Let's figure someone else. Gal Gadot. There we go. That'd be an interesting looking child.
I'm surprised Dion didn't go Musk Senior.
She can't have kids.
Oh yeah.
Menopause is come and gone.
That's true. That's true.
I don't have an answer.
Well, I mean, they have a sister, so.
Jessica Biel.
Anyway.
Seventh heaven. Happy faces
Waiting there for me.
Yeah.
You know that off the top of your head?
Oh yeah.
Where can you go?
I don't treat you right.
Dion, the answer is home.
That's the one place that you'll find.
Seventh heaven.
Seventh heaven.
God damn it! Fuck that show.
That's what'll get this episode the copyright strike. Nothing before that. That will.
Let's see. Looks, brains, masterful sex skills. Which is more important?
Looks.
I'll say brains.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
I'll go with looks.
I'll go with masterful sex skills. I'll go with that.
You can't
Callahan
teach
or
looks, but you can teach masterful sex skills.
We know, Kendo. You're a prime example.
That's right.
Callahan and Joel, gone for good, forgotten? Well, Brian Lape from 2017, they're clearly gone for good, and we still hang out with Joel, so no. Listener contest to pick Curtis's new name? Well, Dustin's off the fucking show permanently, so let's move on to the next. This is so weird to read something from this old. But he messaged me today at 1:42. Let's see. Why will Linux never make it on the desktop?
Because I don't know. There are too many distros of it. That's why.
Bill Gates.
Yeah, Steve Jobs.
Steve Wozniak was a dickhead. I don't know. Actually, Steve Wozniak seems all right. Let's blame Ashton Kutcher in that stupid fucking movie.
Oh God.
This company will not make shit anymore.
Here we go. Wine, beer, or liquor? Beer.
Beer.
Liquor.
I'm gonna have to go with ooh.
If you say wine, I'm kicking you in the dick.
Oh man, I fucking love a good Chardonnay. But
You are a fucking pussy.
I think I'm gonna have to go with ooh. You have to go with beer. I've gotten
Have you ever had a white wine spritzer? It's delightful.
delicious.
We're having mimosas at breakfast every morning.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to change my name to Carrie Bradshaw, and you're going to be the rest of those bitches from Sex and the City.
I'm a
Looks
rank.
like I will
Sex
not.
and the City New Orleans edition.
I will not be eating breakfast with you guys. You guys can have fun in your own little fairy tale.
You can go enjoy your fucking sandwiches.
That's fine. I will.
Let's see. If you stop in the name of love, we'll start you again. Jesus
A
Christ.
blowjob. That's what will start me again.
A finger in the butt for Dion.
Image of Leia sucking Chewbacca's dick.
God, that was the grossest fucking story ever.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was shit.
Literally.
Let's see. Which franchise should get an Ed Wood style reboot?
MCU.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
There you go.
Shit! Yeah, there you go.
There. That's it. That's right there. That's the winner.
I want a Big Top Pee-wee reboot.
Oh man, that'd be hilarious as shit.
Will the 3D movie experience ever become the norm, or will it die?
It'll die.
It'll die. It's already dying.
If it dies, it dies.
It does.
Let's see. Sorry, somebody sent me a message about a fleshlight, and that just threw me off. What would kill it for good? What would keep it forever?
Fire and fire.
What is it pertaining to?
I have no clue. Lape, next time use complete sentences.
Yeah.
Just
Full thoughts.
Putting it in the freezer will extend its life, but if you leave it outside, it'll get bad.
yay for batteries.
I don't know.
We don't have anything over on the Twitters. That's our only email. This is the oddest episode of World Class Bullshitters because
We went there.
So, do you guys have anything else you'd like to say? before we put this
I'm
baby
still
to bed?
emotionally fucked up from that fanfic. That's all I got.
Wait, this episode's too short.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How much time do we need to fill?
Like 20 more minutes. Hold on, I got a game.
Okay.
Talk about something amongst yourselves.
We should really reconsider this whole kendo thing after that fucking goddamn read.
Oh,
because
fucking get over it, bitch! God damn it! From
Not
second
only
bitch,
do I have
bitch.
to live with your delivery, but I got a fucking image of Han Solo with shit in his jorts, sitting in the Millennium Falcon.
The George are what bothered me.
Yeah, I know the jorts, man. The jorts the whole time bothered me. Everything else I was fine with.
Are you done
Okay.
crying? Are you done? You done crying? You done?
No, I'm not done crying. You just fucking told me in detail about Luke Skywalker naked, whose dick was covered in shit, got his dick bit off by somebody who then proceeded to shit all over Princess Leia. No, I'm not crying.
There are people that pay really good money for that entire experience.
Dion's not one of them.
Nope, I'm far from it. You go ahead and shit on a cosplayer all you want.
Who said I wanted to do that? I don't.
Okay, here's the thing. This was over on Facebook. Ask me for my top 5 blank, any subject. I'll give my best answers.
Okay.
Oh, no. You know what? Let's stick with the tone of tonight. Name a movie, but replace one word with asshole. Clear and present asshole.
Air Force asshole.
Aladdin, Return of Asshole.
Die Hard with an asshole.
Indiana Jones and the Asshole of Doom.
My best friend's asshole.
Asshole of the Dead.
An officer and an asshole.
Did you say an officer and an asshole?
Yeah.
Asshole in black.
Star Trek into assholes.
Asshole Club
Two, Lost in New
Massacre.
York.
Oh my god.
School of asshole.
Oh my gosh. The Asshole Strikes Back.
The asshole who loved me.
The world is not an asshole.
Asshole Never Dies.
Oh,
On Her Majesty's Secret Asshole.
Yes.
Asshole
The man
alone,
with the-
Lost in New York.
The man with the golden asshole.
Silent Night, Deadly Asshole.
Doctor. Oh.
Golden asshole.
Thunder asshole.
Teenage Mutant Ninja asshole.
Back to the Asshole.
The man in the iron asshole.
Not the asshole in the Iron Mask.
Rise of the Planet of the Asshole.
Beneath the Planet of the Assholes.
I love you, asshole.
John Asshole.
Asshole boy.
Oh my god. Let's see. I know what you did last, asshole. I don't know. I'm coming up.
Asshole Busters.
Oh, asshole blockers. There you go.
There you go.
National Lampoon's Asshole Vacation.
Oh.
Asshole Fuzz.
Oh.
Asshole Space.
Batman and asshole.
Super Asshole.
George of the asshole.
Ooh. Happy asshole.
Debbie Does Asshole.
Oh shit.
That's all she won't do.
Starship asshole.
Asshole Royale.
Trading Asshole.
Asshole in the city.
Army of Asshole.
Beverly Hills Asshole.
Evil asshole.
The Fast and the Asshole.
Asshole of Darkness.
Nightmare on Asshole Street.
That's my favorite one. Nightmare on Asshole Street. Assholes of the Galaxy.
Oh my god.
Asshole the 13th.
Oh god. Jeez.
Oh, I got it. Asshole Got Fingered.
That's fucking perfect. That's fucking perfect.
The Return of the Living Asshole.
Oh my god. Asshole Land.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Asshole.
Zach and Miri make an asshole.
That could be part 2. That could actually work.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Asshole Gump.
God.
A Christmas asshole.
Full Metal Asshole.
21 Jump asshole. I don't know.
No. You go asshole Jump Street.
Asshole Jump Street.
There you go.
An asshole called Wanda.
Oh my god.
The usual assholes.
The big asshole.
Asshole exhale. Asshole to exhale. There you go.
The cabin in the asshole.
Oh my god.
The assholes of Somerville.
Oh my god.
Asshole Sky.
No. Men Alone 2, the KY connection. No,
Last asshole on the left.
the last action asshole.
Oh.
Asshole the professional.
Rush asshole 2.
Bill and Ted's excellent asshole.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Asshole versus Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Oh man.
Wonder asshole.
Asshole League.
Yeah.
Black asshole?
Black asshole moan.
Oh god, there you go.
The asshole family.
Asshole and butthead do America.
Oh my god.
Asshole family values. Just keep it going.
Ace Ventura, asshole detective.
Ace Ventura 2 when asshole calls?
Saving Private Asshole.
Oh my god.
Asshole dirt.
Shakespeare and asshole.
Oh.
That's so good.
Asshole Juliet.
Along came asshole.
Asshole stars with boys.
The asshole who loved me.
I already said that one.
Oh, you did? My bad. My bad.
And now the game.
From Asshole with Love.
There we go. Why am I blanking and looking at TV shows?
Asshole Breaker.
Asshole. Moonraker is technically one word.
Live
title.
and let asshole.
Yeah. Asshole and let die.
Quantum of asshole.
That's a lot of asshole.
Asshole Balboa.
Oh my gosh.
The world's asshole.
This is the asshole.
Asshole Express.
X2 Assholes United.
Spider-Man asshole.
Asshole training asshole.
Thor, the dark asshole.
No, that would be Idris Elba. Asshole Madison.
Captain America, the winter asshole.
National Lampoon's European asshole.
Raw asshole.
National Lampoon's Christmas asshole.
Mom's got a date with an asshole.
Don't tell mom the asshole's dead.
Oh shit.
Asshole
Yes.
Panther.
Guess who's coming to asshole?
Get asshole.
Or asshole coming to dinner.
Hard asshole.
Coming to asshole.
Adventure in asshole.
Times at asshole high.
Saving asshole.
King asshole.
Asshole driver.
Driving Miss Asshole?
Asshole island.
The asshole knight.
Pirates of the asshole.
The brown-eyed pearl.
Adventures in asshole.
Despicable asshole.
Oh gosh.
Citizen asshole.
Ooh.
Pretty an asshole.
Maltese asshole.
The Asshole Club.
I was just about to say the breakfast asshole. Harry Potter and the Asshole of Fire.
16 assholes.
Three assholes outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
Oh, 3 minutes an asshole.
12 years an asshole.
310 to asshole.
The shape of asshole.
No
Asshole
country for
hour.
old assholes.
Proud asshole.
Bad assholes.
Asshole intelligence.
Ready, asshole 1.
Oh my god.
The 6th asshole.
The passion of the asshole.
A wrinkle in asshole.
The last asshole.
Dude, when you said a wrinkled asshole, Oprah's face popped up in
The
my
shape of asshole.
Oh, let's see. Superman 4, The Quest for Asshole.
The disaster asshole.
Not the asshole artist.
Asshole dies at the end.
Fear and loathing and lost asshole.
John dies at the asshole.
Harry Potter and the half asshole prince.
Asshole runner 2049.
Asshole crashers.
Asshole runner.
The 40-year-old asshole.
The asshole games. 3 men and a little asshole.
Asshole rim.
Pacific asshole.
Asshole. Asshole fest? I don't know.
Asshole troopers.
The devil wears asshole.
The princess asshole.
The asshole bride.
Father of the asshole.
Harry and the assholes.
How the asshole stole Christmas.
Ernest goes to asshole.
Asshole, welcome to the jungle.
How the Grinch stole assholes.
Pitch asshole.
Asshole County. No, wait. The Bridges of Asshole County.
Oh my god.
I got this one. Call me by your asshole.
Jurassic asshole.
The lost asshole.
Silence of the asshole.
Oh my god.
Jurassic Park, the fallen asshole.
Oh my god, Jurassic Park, the lost asshole.
Murder on the Asshole Express.
Oh my god.
Terminator 2, Asshole Day.
No, Daddy's asshole and Daddy's asshole too.
The Asshole Redemption.
A raisin in the asshole.
Asshole dogs.
Oh. More assholes.
The Blair Witch asshole.
Oh god. Inglorious assholes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Good asshole hunting.
Red asshole. Asshole dragon.
Asshole break.
Asshole sport.
Pulp asshole.
Boys in the asshole.
The Asshole 2 Judgment Day.
Straight out of asshole.
Mr. and Mrs. Asshole.
I'm gonna cheat. Edward Asshole Hands.
Bronx
Bad in the
asshole.
assholes.
Or an asshole tail.
Oh god.
Being John Asshole.
Assholes by the dozen.
Night at the Asshole.
Oh my god.
The Asshole Man.
Franken asshole.
The Asshole Files.
What about asshole?
What's eating asshole?
What's eating Gilbert asshole?
What's eating Gilbert's asshole?
You got asshole.
Asshole and cash.
The man with one red asshole.
Oh God.
Asshole's day out.
The thin red asshole.
Oh my God.
Asshole intentions.
Basic asshole.
Oh my God.
Lost an asshole. Sorry, Pat LeBlanc.
Did we do 4 weddings and an asshole?
No. Did we do
Hey.
my fat Greek asshole?
No, my big fat
Asshole of a
yes.
asshole of a mad black woman.
Oh my God. We know who that is. We know who that is.
Harry a mad black asshole.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Asshole.
Asshole Brown.
Oh my God.
Asshole in
Meet the
Africa.
The asshole show.
Oh my God.
The ghost in the asshole.
Oh my God.
Naked Gun 2.5. The smell of asshole.
The silence of the asshole.
My asshole.
The little assholes.
The other asshole.
Ever After, an asshole story.
Oh my gosh.
Did we do the fate of the asshole?
No.
Not yet. We haven't.
Oh shit.
Asshole Rich.
Richie asshole.
Angels in the asshole.
The asshole hunter.
Assholes in the outfield.
Asshole destination.
Final answer.
7 years in asshole.
The asshole in Tibet.
The asshole suicides.
The golden asshole.
The asshole of the rings.
The 5th asshole.
Dallas Buyers asshole.
Broken asshole.
Asshole story.
Oh god. Oh shit.
My cousin asshole.
My asshole Vinny.
A very Brady asshole.
Asshole day.
Kindergarten asshole.
The asshole cop.
Raw asshole.
Homeward Bound, the incredible asshole.
Oh, jeez.
Asshole recall.
The thin red asshole.
Don't knock asshole.
There's something about asshole.
Saving Private asshole.
Medea's family asshole.
Oh my God.
Muppet Treasure asshole.
An asshole Carol.
D2, the mighty assholes.
Short asshole.
Oh shit. Oh god.
Suicide asshole.
I think we used that one already.
Oh.
We're back. An asshole story.
Oh my God.
Asshole 7.
Hot asshole time machine.
Oh my God.
Can't believe I missed that one.
Asshole Trinity.
The asshole's wife. Oh, I got a fucked up one. Schindler's asshole.
Asshole School Musical.
Unknown asshole.
You should have just called it high school asshole.
Assholes don't cry.
$1 million asshole.
Asshole.
Good to bad the asshole. A fistful of asshole.
Hit an asshole.
For a few assholes more.
Asshole planes drifter.
Snakes on an assholes on a plane.
Oh God, there you go.
Back to asshole.
Pulp asshole.
The asshole of Wall Street.
Sister Act 2, Back in the Asshole.
Reservoir
Was it
assholes.
Transformers 2, Dark Side of the Asshole.
The asshole before Christmas.
Asshole Returns.
I'll be home for asshole.
The Land Before Asshole.
Men in asshole.
Asshole all the way.
Asshole and the Beast.
Beauty in the Asshole, man.
The little asshole.
Iron asshole.
The Asshole Giant.
The
Incredible Asshole.
Captain Asshole.
Avengers Infinity asshole.
Assholes of the
Avengers
Galaxy.
Age of Asshole.
Avengers Age of Asshole. Asshole War.
Captain America, the first asshole.
Revenge of the Assholes.
Oh, God.
The Phantom Asshole.
You see what? What'd you say, Kendo?
The Phantom Asshole.
Here's my final one. Scent of an Asshole.
She's all asshole.
10 things I hate about assholes.
Dion closes out.
My favorite one so far.
All right, I guess Dion's taking it back to give us another asshole movie phrase. So this has been episode 117 of World Class Bullshitters, and if you can't tell, we recorded it early because we're on vacation. Say it with me, Dion. We're on vacation. Vacation. Detective Rosewood, take Detective Foley to the courthouse and have him arrange for bail. Anyway, though, we're not going to get into Beverly Hills Cop. We're going to thank you for watching this episode if you made it through it. Probably didn't. You probably complained. These guys didn't talk about Star Wars enough. Well, we gave you the Star Wars fan fiction. We gave you the entire... We covered the death of Han Solo, the death of Luke Skywalker, the death of Princess Leia, the death of C-3PO. We covered it all in that dirty little fan fiction. So... folks, we will legitimately be back next week with episode 118 of World Class Bullshitters. And until then, listen to this episode on repeat and give us your own asshole movie titles. WorldClassAssholes.com.